I've got some great stories from my Fringe show. I did a Fringe show, sold out. Only a one-off. Martin Vogt was batshit creative, was the title. The art of thinking differently about just about everything. That was cool. I never done any performance stuff before. Had my images up on the screen, connected with a whole bunch of people. It was brilliant. Some people said that was very cathartic. And it was. But it was really about, when you think everything is so bleak that you can't even move, well, I want to say that you can. And that everyone has got the opportunity to be not exceptional, but exceptionally average. That's all I aspire to. Give people a bit of hope, find their purpose, their special gift, and encourage people to share it with others. Everything I'm doing is about encouraging others to just have faith that they're more. You know, I had a guide. I had Bunker all the time. Bunker was Buster's imaginary friend. He shared our table from when Buster was a very small boy. We used to make up a plate for him. I tried to hang out with Bunker a little bit when Buster was still here, and Buster would just go, no, he's my friend, Dad. But you see, when Buster passed away, Bunker lost his best friend. Unfortunately, he became my guide and he helped me. Tell us about your parents. My mum would not stop fucking talking. She loved too much, and she was the kindest person in the world. And my poor dad could not get a word in. He was conditioned not to speak and to use his words very efficiently. I mean, he adored my mum. You know, when he proposed, he just held the box out in front, opened the lid up, the ring was sitting there, and he just went, well. You know, April Fool's Day. Remember that? Pinch of the punch for the first day of the month. Fuck, I hate that date. The 1st of April 2020 is the worst day of my life. Not just my life, but my family's life and all Buster's friends. You just don't know, do you? And then, you know, you look back and you see what happens as a result of someone that's so kind and so loving that is in your world, and they become part of you, And everyone around you, they all grow off the back of the experience of this special person that's no longer here in body, but is larger than life. Because of all the kindness and whatever happens as a result of someone passing. And we choose whether it's dark or light. I think we've all chosen to go into the light. Oh, very differently too, you know. You know, I drew day and night. I had insomnia, I couldn't sleep. And when I wasn't drawing, I was journaling. Anything not to think. I resigned from my job and I bought a surfboard. The job went, so did all the money I was making, and I didn't care. We started culling people. Those people that don't nurture you, they just go. Any anxiety that you have disappears. Any petty worry that you have no longer exists. It's like you're on low battery on your phone. Minimum functions. And nothing matters. And with that, you get lost. You get lost in the fog. I didn't want to think, and all I could do to occupy myself was to draw. Now, I don't know where this all came from, these expressions, but it seemed to channel something in me, and I had never drawn in the way that these images were coming out on the page. We could call it poetry loosely, but really it was just writing words down and linking them together. And I really liked the way that they were worded. The silly things like, you know, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep, and just start to journal and turn them into something a bit more creative, and then I'd line them up with some of the drawings that I'd done and put them in, just into some sort of artistic sort of way and present them, put them online. But some of the drawings were pretty good and they really resonated with other people. So over time I acquired probably 300 of these, and if not more. I started also collating these thoughts of the day. The thoughts of the day were the things that I figured out myself, and I just jot them down. Or if somebody had said something that was pretty cool, I'd just jot that down too. And I collected an awful lot of them, and then I heard a Seth Godin podcast, and he was talking about publishing, and he was basically saying, if you've got something, then publish it. Now, it's different if you're looking at making money out of it. Now, it wasn't my goal to do that, but I love the idea of completion. Never finished anything properly in my life, and so that made it really inspired me to get to the finishing line, and that's not easy. Especially if you're wired in a particular way. You might be good at something creative that you find easy, and then there's other things that I find really difficult, and that's where it helped to locate somebody else that was very good at focusing on technology and just working with the platform. And then it was a case of going back to all the drawings and tidying them up. That took probably 2 weeks for each drawing to get it right. Blow them all up, get it out there. And then it was just putting it together and editing it properly and rereading it. You know, you don't know what you're going to pick up until other people start to look at your work. And then, 90 pages was the book, and it's called You're Not Lost, You're Here. Now, this film is really just an introduction to the book, and I'm going to add it to this film and put it out on YouTube. I'm really interested in this YouTube platform.